Let's just jump right in, guys. Today, we are completely flipping the script. We're going to take that frustrating thought of, ugh, AI gives terrible answers, and shift it to the empowering realization that, well, AI just needs better instructions. Seriously, if you've ever felt like you're literally fighting with a chatbot to get something usable, I want you to start treating the AI like a brilliant, incredibly capable, but entirely literal-minded intern. It knows basically everything, but it can't reach your mind. You've got to tell it exactly what to do. And that brings us to a huge revelation from AI researchers. Look, artificial intelligence isn't magic, right? There's no tiny human sitting inside the computer inherently knowing the perfect response to your request. These models are trained on massive amounts of data, sure, but their true abilities, they only emerge based on the specific guidance we provide. It's kind of like planting a seed. The quality of what grows depends entirely on what you plant and how you nurture it. So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to decode the AI prompt, look at the 4 prompt pillars, match models to tasks, dive into some advanced workflows, and finally wrap up with visual and video prompting. All right, part 1, decoding the AI prompt. Let's tackle the absolute most foundational question first. If you have ever just stared blankly at a blinking cursor or felt totally frustrated by a generic robotic AI response, you've definitely asked yourself, what on earth am I actually supposed to be typing in this box? Well, as outlined in the Prompter UZ fundamentals, a prompt is simply a specific set of instructions given to an AI model. It is definitely not a magic spell, and it's not just typing hey. It's a clear directive. It tells the AI exactly what to do, who it should be talking to, and how the answer should look. Remember that seed metaphor we just talked about? A vague prompt is basically throwing seeds on concrete and just crossing your fingers. A precise prompt is planting a specific seed in rich, fertile soil. Just look at the difference here. Compare a weak prompt like just typing write a marketing strategy with a strong one. If you assign a role, a specific task, context about a local restaurant, and request a format in modules, the difference is night and day. A vague task gets you a generic, basically useless result, but that structured instruction, that delivers an actionable professional output you can literally copy, paste, and use today. Okay, moving on to the 4 prompt pillars. Let's actually break down how to build those strong instructions using a repeatable framework. So here are the 4 pillars you absolutely need. First up, role. Who is the AI acting as? An expert copywriter? A math tutor? Second, task. What exactly do you want it to do? Third is context. This is crucial. It's the background info, the target audience, the specific problem you're solving. Without context, you just get fluff. And fourth, format. Do you want a bulleted checklist, a table, a strict word count? By stacking these 4 pillars, you totally remove the AI's need to guess. You're guaranteeing a highly accurate result. And this is exactly why AI expert Scott Kerr says mastering these pillars isn't just a neat trick, it's a survival mechanism. Prompt engineering is an absolutely critical, high-leverage skill right now. Look, AI isn't going to replace you, but a coworker who knows how to structure a prompt to do a 3-hour task in 3 minutes, they absolutely will. Now, on to section 3, matching models to tasks. Because honestly, a flawless prompt fed into the wrong model is still going to cause you a major headache. Here's the thing, there is no single best AI out there. Picking the right platform actually impacts your final result way more than you think. For example, GPT-4o, that's your universal, incredibly fast daily task powerhouse. But say you need to analyze a massive 50-page contract. Claude is your go-to there, thanks to its huge context window and really nuanced writing. Meanwhile, Gemini totally shines when you need real-time, live internet data or seamless integration with Google Workspace. You've got to match the model to the mission. All right, section 4, advanced AI workflows. Now that we've got the pillars and models down, let's graduate from asking single questions to how the pros tackle massive projects. Literally, the biggest mistake beginners make is asking the AI to write a massive 2,000-word article or an entire business plan in one single prompt. It almost always spits out a chaotic, repetitive mess. Instead, professional workflows break the task down chronologically. Step 1, prompt the AI just to gather research and identify audience pain points. Step 2, take that research and prompt it to build a structural outline. And then, only in step 3, do you actually ask it to write the draft. This timeline approach uses a concept called prompt chaining. Basically, you take the output from your previous prompt and feed it right back in as the input for your next step. And guys, this technique is an absolute game changer. Why? Because it gives you a review phase. If step 1 produces totally weak research, you catch it, you fix it, and you do it before the AI drafts the final document. It keeps you in complete control of the whole shebang at every single stage. Okay, final part, section 5, visual and video prompting. Let's take this structured communication beyond just text and into the incredibly cool realm of multimedia. When it comes to video generation, your text prompt acts as a literal director's brief. The formula is actually beautifully strict, so you wouldn't just say, make a video of a coffee. Nope, you'd write, medium shot of a barista pouring latte art in a cozy cafe. Camera slowly zooms in, warm morning light. See what we did there? You're layering the shot type, the subject, the action, the environment, the camera movement, and the lighting. Every single word has a job to do. And image generation works in a very similar way. It relies on layering 5 core elements: the subject, the art style, the lighting, the color mood, and the composition. If you leave even one of these out, like say you forget to specify the composition, the AI is going to panic and fill in the gaps with its own random chaotic details. Ever get an image that just looks messy or weird? It's usually because you didn't firmly lock down the composition or the lighting. Give the AI strict boundaries, and it will give you stunning art. So we've covered the pillars, the workflows, the models, and the multimedia formulas. With these frameworks locked securely in your toolkit, you are no longer at the mercy of bad generic outputs. You're the director now. You're the engineer. So the only question left to ask yourself is, now that you speak the language of AI, what ambitious world-changing project are you going to build next?